Encore and Wynn over here on the right as we come up here to the Gold Key Shops with your $10 souvenirs. $10, everything $10 or less. I don't know what you're gonna get in there for 10 bucks nowadays, but probably like 2 t-shirts or something. There's another good crowd right there. I'm gonna stop right here. Oh, Tesla, don't hit me. But there is Resorts World right there. Carrie Underwood being advertised there. The Vegas residency final show, so I guess that residency's over. And then Janet Jackson. Micho's Tacos. I still haven't been inside Resorts World. That's on the list. I need to get in there. I know that they have not been very kind to live streamers. I probably would not live stream though. I would probably simply just go in there and video, but nonetheless, a lot of times if you walk in with a gimbal. Nice, Robert, yeah. Oh, thank you, pretty mama. Yes. Carver Steak up there. 8 Drink Lounge Cigar. Ross Dress for Less over here, just in case you forgot your... There it is, Callie drives right on. Thank you, Snake Pit. Snake Pit is a mod for a lot of channels. Really, really cool guy. As are all my mods. Thank you so very much for being here, you guys.
Over the speed limit.
I'm over the speed limit. I'm doing the speed limit. And there is the 4.6 million square foot Las Vegas Convention Center. The largest one is in Germany in terms of convention centers. I forget the square footage on it, but I learned that from Tobin. So shout out to Tobin. And there is the Could It Be Sold Circus Circus. Hopefully they don't have any teenage gangs roaming around in there this evening. But that's it right there. $5 billion. Whew. Oh, you haven't? Yeah, no, they got after, oh gosh. Now I'm trying to remember. Some of the guys that are on late night have problems in there. But a lot of times too, they're in there on like a Tuesday night. So, you know, there's not a whole lot going on in there. So security, of course, they're bored, so they're gonna, you know, try and make the clock move a little bit faster when they're up there and they see the folks walking around. Yeah, but the gimbal, for some reason, the gimbal is a very, yeah, Henry, absolutely. The gimbal is like a dead giveaway to those guys. They, you know. Now me, when I go into these places, I just hold it in my hand, which is not the best because it's shaky or whatever. I try to keep it as steady, and I have steady shot on, you know, the settings or whatever, but that way I hope they just think that I'm like a, you know, a hotel guest, and I just want to take a little video of my stay at their illustrious property there on either Fremont or down on the Strip. Sahara up here on the right. And then, of course, the Strat. Really, really expensive. The what is it called? Sky? I think, is it Sky or is it Allure? I think it's Sky right there. To the left of, correction, to the right of the brown Hilton right here on the left. Their HOAs in there are really, really expensive. That would be cool, Robert. Yeah. Yeah, I love seeing some of that, especially some of those old ones. And you know, you never get to see like the DC-10s or the L1011s or anything. Those are all long gone and stuff. So getting to see the 747 is definitely a treat, even if it's a cargo jet. I mean, still, you know, like, what is it, Calida, I think, still flies the 747 on cargo routes. And, oh, Atlas. Atlas flew the Jacksonville Jaguars in here to play the Raiders. Did that back in was that January or late December, and we saw their 747 there parked at the airport on a live stream. And so this is the big festival grounds here, where initially they talked about putting the A's stadium, but didn't end up happening. And then the world's largest souvenir shop up here on the left. And we know this because it says it on the building. Yeah, Tovin, she is. Every one of my mods, very, very happy that I have the mods that I do. You guys are terrific. I don't always catch everything and see everything in the chat, but I'm glad you guys do. And I'm very grateful for that. This guy, oh no, he has a dog. Jeez. I hate seeing that. Walgreens over here with the big LED screen. Wonder how much they're getting in rent for having that LED up there. So I believe Alter Ego is going to be on the First Street stage this evening. So if you're available later, of course, around 8:30ish, I will do the live stream there to capture Alter Ego. They were on the 3rd Street stage last night, and I know next weekend they're doing Living Color on the First Street stage, which is the group that sang Cult of Personality back in the 80s. That's the only song I know by them. See the City of Las Vegas arches here right in front of us. And the Strat. And guys, they have the if you've not been in there and you're staying here in town, they have a happy hour from like 3 to 7 at the top of the Strat there at the 108th floor. There's the 50-foot showgirls right there at the entrance to downtown Las Vegas. That's pretty much where they've tried to demarcate as the entrance to downtown Las Vegas. And happy hours 2 for 1 up there. The beers when I was up there in January were $12 each. So yes, Tino, yeah, I really like them. I think they're pretty good. I know a lot of folks love Bling and Sugar as well. I think those are the ones that I tend to hear a lot about. But Alter Ego, I like their mix of music and stuff. I like, you know, the stuff they come up with. Rat Rod, yes. Oh man, I just barely caught a glimpse of it. Yeah. I love capturing the cars too, and seeing the cars. I mentioned it in some of the videos that I post, you know, during the week and stuff. I'm like, Tobin, take a look at that. See some of the old cars driving around. That's always fun. Thank you for being here, Tina. Happy you're here. And I've got to get over. I do not want to go down 4th Street. Peppermint Hippo. LaManda, thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Hotel Shalimar, Paradise Motel, a Little White Chapel. Joan Collins, Michael Jordan were married there. Viva Las Vegas Wedding Chapel. Yeah, shout out to Tobin. Tobin drops so much knowledge and information on the channel here. I have learned a ton from him about Vegas that I never knew before. And I like learning the history about it too, because it kind of explains how we got to where we are today. You know, like the whole mystery, well, it's not a mystery, but the whole thing behind why the Strip is the Strip and not part of the city of Las Vegas. Because, of course, a lot of people don't realize when they come here, the Strip is not in the city of Las Vegas. Strip is outside the city limits. It's in Clark County. But the reason for that, of course, is because the folks, back in the day down on Fremont, they decided to start really implementing some strict, what the casino operators felt were strict regulations and rules and things like that upon the casinos. And so the casinos were like, all right, no problem, we'll go ahead and move out and head just outside the city limits. And that's what they did. And so you saw the Rancho and Flamingo do that back in the day. Really, really interesting that that's how the Strip became the Strip. And now, and then back in 92, and again, shout out to Tobin, 92, the city leaders and casino leaders got together and in downtown and said, we've got to do something because we're losing like 80% of our business to the Strip. So they decided to close off Fremont Street and create the modern pedestrian mall promenade that exists down there today with the LED canopy that extends 4 blocks up and down Fremont Street, which is really, really cool. It's cool that they have the it's compact, right, versus the Strip, whereas the Strip you have to like, it's 4.2 miles from Mandalay Bay pretty much up to Sahara, that intersection up there, but then you have to turn around and go back. So, and then that's not even walking through any of the places, right? So, like MGM Grand is massive, 5,000 hotel rooms in there. Yeah, Amanda, yeah, it's fascinating to me. Like, how did we get to where we are today? Okay, just don't hit my car. There we go. So, no pub crawler right now. Maybe we're too early. But this is, for anyone who hasn't seen our live stream before, I always love to pull in here. Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. I had someone drop a comment yesterday that asked me if I'd ever gone to GNS Pawn Shop. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, I've never heard of it. And then they put in a subsequent comment. They put in Gold and Silver, and I'm like, oh, yes, of course. I'm like, I've never heard it abbreviated before. But there is Pawn Plaza, which has been here since 2015, I believe, is what Tobin said. And not very busy right now, but there are a few more cars in the parking lot here.